What's up everyone? Justin with Tactical Nation here. I just wanted to make a quick video of a few things that I found at my local gun show this past weekend. So had a great time, picked up a few other things which you guys will see in a different video. But for this video I wanted to share with you 3 M1 Carbine magazines, still wrapped, so they're new old stock from the factory. And I actually took the liberty of opening one. I just couldn't contain my excitement for these just because I am a huge fan of the M1 Carbine. And these suckers are becoming very collectible. There was an older gentleman there who was set up. He was selling a whole bunch of different magazines. And he's usually there. He's a regular. So he sets up there every month. This gun show runs once a month. And so I went over, checked out what he had, and he had a few of these M1 Carbine magazines, and honestly he had a few more than what I bought, and I should have purchased them because he only had $20 a piece on these things. On eBay they're going for $60 and up, wrapped as they came from the factory. But I thought it would be cool to show you an unwrapping video of these suckers just as they came from the factory. So let's get a close-up on this, and I'll get right back to it. So these are the 3 M1 Carbine magazines that I purchased at the gun show. As you can see from this one that I had opened prematurely because I couldn't contain my excitement, just because I'm a huge M1 Carbine fanatic. They are wrapped in this wax paper, and you can see there's grease, or what's commonly referred to as cosmoline, that actually is meant to preserve these magazines. And they use cosmoline to protect, magazines, other parts and components of weapons, and also the weapons themselves, if they believe that they would be in storage for an extended period of time. And it's done well over the years. These have probably been wrapped up for 70 plus years, and just waiting for the day to be used. And the only bit of rust I see is actually on the front of the magazine, which isn't bad at all. It'll clean right off, but that's it. So it's really neat that something that was produced probably over 70 years ago has survived so well. I wish that exterior of these packages were marked and date coded, because I really would love to know if these were produced during World War II or not, just because that would add to the historical significance of them. But nevertheless, they are super cool, and I'm happy that I got my hands on these. I really should have bought more because of the gentleman. It was an older gentleman at the show, and he had a whole booth full of used magazines. And I saw these. I knew exactly what they were, when I saw them. I've never had the opportunity to buy them. Online you see them for $60 plus, wrapped up. And this guy was selling them for $20 a piece. And really, I should have bought them all. I don't know. I'm a cheapskate. So I don't know what I was thinking. But I'm glad to at least have gotten my hands on a few of them. So let's take a quick, a more in-depth look at these and get these suckers unwrapped. So this one here is manufactured by Winchester. Most original magazines, M1 Carbine magazines from the war, will be marked. If you can see that right in there, it's very faint. It's a light stamping usually, and the cosmoline doesn't help on this, but usually you can see it right in there. So it's pretty cool. Like I said earlier, these were manufactured by all kinds of different companies. Everybody was pitching in during the war. So the magazines, every component of the M1 Carbine is becoming very collectible just because of that aspect of the different manufacturers, helping out with the war effort. So I'll set that one aside, and we will open up. Let's see, which one should we do? We'll go over here first. So I'm going to try and preserve the packaging just because I'm a history fanatic. I think this is going to end up being the top of the magazine, so I'm going to try and open that up first. So let's see what we got here. I'm going to try my best not to scratch the magazine, so I'm trying not to cut too deep. I'm just trying to perforate that top layer of cardboard there. So this is pretty cool. This is like unwrapping history. I don't know. I'm a freak when it comes to that kind of thing. And anything, like I said, with M1 Carbine, I've owned many. I love them. And they're just great rifles overall. And you know what? Maybe I should do a review of that someday. Over the M1 Carbine, because they are just phenomenal rifles. Let's see here. Like I said, these things are gooey, so this one seems to be kind of stuck in there. Let's see what we can do about that. And a lot of you out there, you're like, oh no, you're destroying history, you know, which I'm the same way, you know. It kind of breaks my heart to open these things, but you know, they were made to be used, and in my mind, you know, that's what they were made for. That was their intention. So that's what I'm going to do with it. This one looks even cleaner than the last one. I don't see any rust yet. Hopefully you guys can see this. The Cosmoline is definitely still there. Okay, so this one is actually marked. It's marked KI. A lot of you out there, you probably know all these acronyms by heart, but I'm not sure. KI. Well, I'm going to look that up here in a minute. Let's see what this one is. So give me a quick second. I'm going to hop on my phone. If you guys do, you know, if you guys ever find surplus parts, the internet is a fantastic resource just to distinguish between the manufacturers and whatnot. So I'm just going to go into Google here, and I'm just going to say M1 Carbine magazine markings. Let's see what we can come up with. So let's see. There's tons. I mean, there is, I'm not joking, guys, there's probably over 35 different markings here. So it takes a second to figure out which one that we have. Right off the bat, I'm not actually seeing a KI. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like Inland Division of General Motors. So that's pretty cool. So we have one magazine here that's marked Winchester, and the other one is marked KI, which is Inland, which they made a ton of M1 carbines during the war. Both of these look, I'm happy with these. They've held up great, it looks like, over the years. So let's move on to this last one here, and I think this is going to be the top again. Let's see if I can just perforate that piece of tape there. This is old tape. Like I said, these have probably been wrapped up, you know, since World War II. Oh, this is cool. Alright. Last one. See if I can peel this back a little bit. Oh, this one has a lot of Cosmoline in there. This one's going to be a fun one to clean. Oh, I don't want to tear it down that far. There we go. Alright, let me grab my gloves. Alright. This one looks like it was well preserved also. This one actually seems like it has more Cosmoline in it than the last two. Oh, this one's really stuck in there. There we go. Look at all that Cosmoline on there. Oh Lord, that's not going to be fun. It is so packed. If you guys can see that on camera, it is so packed with Cosmoline. I can't even read a marking on it yet. Let's see. I'm going to grab my other glove. I'm going to set that down really quick. Grab this other glove here and grab a rag over here and see what we can wipe off of this thing. Oh, look at that. Here, I'll show you guys. This will be a good representation. That's what you get off if you can see that on camera. Oh, this one has a different style marking. That's interesting. It's marked LU. LU. Let's see what this one's. I'm not familiar. I wonder what that one could be. All right, let me go on to this list real quick, guys. Underwood. So Underwood also. So the typewriter company, Underwood Typewriters, they manufactured a lot of M1 carbines. That one's really cool. I do not have an Underwood magazine. Maybe they're a little bit harder to find. Wow, that's cool. literally unwrapping history. I love it. So this is great. These are good shootable magazines that I'll be able to use, and these are super cool. It's going to take me a while to clean the Cosmoline off, because I guarantee the inside of these magazines are probably packed with it as well, which is going to be tough. I may have to take this base plate off and open them up and clean them up. So that's my video, guys. I love unwrapping, history. This is cool. Let me know if you guys would like to see more of this, because I come upon a lot of surplus parts. I'm always going to auctions, garage sales, and stuff like that. I'm always asking people, do you have any old parts laying around and stuff like that? And of course, at gun shows, they're a great place to find things. Usually you don't get as good of a deal here. Like I said, I paid $60 total for these, and they're worth probably over $150 total. Just because of these are becoming very collectible. So if you guys find any of these out there, make sure to do your research. The markings on them can make a big difference. Take care, guys. I will see you next time.